E. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby! This is what I've been waiting for! Woo!
Well, I mean, it is what you've been waiting for, because it's D&D. You've been
Yeah,
craving
exactly.
D&D. I guess for those who are
Glad you catch my
watching,
drift.
the whole... Let's see. The whole 3 people. Welcome.
I'm
Yeah.
one of those 3 people.
Yes, I can assume because it's early Sunday, nobody's watching this. But apparently VODs are being watched a lot.
Sorry, what?
The VODs of Twitch. Yeah.
Ah,
Even though like
nice.
people go like on stream like 20 people watch, but when the stream is over there like 60 to 70 people.
I mean,
Or
that's
70.
good, though. That's good to hear.
That's good. That's good. Let's see.
You put.
Yes, yes. Oh boy, okay, I'm gonna stop this.
The boy has arrived.
Oh boy. It's the boy! The lost lamb boy. Oh no. I know they're not.
Hello.
Hey, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I can join. So I have worked out all the problems.
Let's go.
There's just a hall full of dead people now.
I was just gonna make that joke. I have worked out the issue.
Yeah, it's all good. Everything's dead.
Just like Link did.
True.
Oh no.
He solved the problem.
That he caused.
Oh god, did he cost?
Well, no. And it caused the issue about an evil alchemist.
You exploded it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a simple question that I ask every single fucking day. And I guess I'm gonna ask, not every single day, every single fucking week. And I'm gonna ask you now, are you ready? Are you fucking ready? D&D?
Yeah, no, give me a few hours, actually. I can.
I just remembered something. I'll be back tomorrow.
That's the spirit. Smiley face.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm
So,
ready.
oh boy, let's see. Let me get some fucking music. Can you hear this properly?
Yep.
Let's see. Ooh. So, last we left off, well, you successfully did your first job, became adventurers, took a handful of bounties for the missing goods and, well, mainly just the missing goods, which took some persuading from the local lycanthropes and the Minotaur, which apparently Ares just innocently, with a few, few just simple, humble questions, got the car without any incident. And Link, you made arrangements for a particular deal for a local alchemist that apparently has discovered the earth to be taken care of, and you've been offered 50 gold pieces for the trouble. With supplies returned, you set off into the forest a bit to the north, found a small little meadow with a simple hut where an elderly elven person was just concocting something in a cauldron. With a bit of tomfoolery for your party, seeing as they followed you and persuaded them to go back, you went there with ease and assassinated the target. Set the home on fire, and then of course spilled over the cauldron of this noxious greenish liquid before of course scooping out a ring from it. The concoction of the cauldron and the fire mixed, bubbled, and exploded, blasting you away leaving you alive, burned but alive. And technically, that's where we left off, as it is afternoon, somewhere around 5 p.m. You know that Matthew, the local blacksmith, offered you another job that you took for taking the cart with the horses back to Cradle Rocks. And yeah, you were told that the car will be ready for you tomorrow. And yeah, so I guess we can start with Link. Link, you're alive. You're feeling burnt. You're not burning. That's good. Out of breath. Alive. What would you like to do?
Well, having relived one of the most traumatic experiences of his life, he probably will be quite out of it, just hyperventilating for a brief period of time before he manages to actually collect himself enough to get onto his feet and take a last look at the destruction that he's caused before starting to head back towards Toss.
Alrighty. Yeah, everything is burning and whew.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and as you make your way back, Scree, technically, you don't know where Ares is, because Ares is still a cat. Where
No,
would
no,
you...
no, no. Last session they did change back in front of me.
Oh yeah, yes, I
Last
forgot.
thing I did.
Didn't you like walk with the cat all the way to Taz and then he turned minutes? I forgot.
So-
I jumped from his like grasp and then turned back into you.
Gotcha. Well, technically, you two would be back at Taz first. You didn't hear any explosions or anything. It's just nice evening. The rain-soaked grass welcomes you back to Taz. Everybody's kind of preparing to settle down as it's been a day. What would you like to do?
Music is a bit louder, Axis.
Give me a second. Let's hope it's better now.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, so Ares, as a cat, jumps from Kotler, who like is barely holding him, and then before him, like in the like edge of the forest.
Also, you mean screen, not my username.
Yeah, screen, of course, not me screen. This is still essentially I'm getting used to the names. And then you see the cat like morph slightly and quickly grow larger and then assume the form of Ares. And he looks smug and he says, "Surprise!"
Screen just turns his head, looks at you, and then shrugs.
No reaction whatsoever.
Hey, you didn't expect that, right? That's learned to do it this morning. That's my math teacher always told me. All druids can do when they train enough. It's so fun. Oh, you had no idea.
You can just see Scree just amused that this druid go like, ah, like hands up in the air, like ah, there.
Asper's not as bad now. I'm not bored anymore. Well, anyway, do you know where Lank went? What he did? What he was supposed to do? I only saw the big hut. Maybe he knows someone who lives there. What do you think?
He looks over their shoulder, then looks back, then just goes like, then just points back into directions, and just does another shrug, like, probably back in the sense of saying probably back there, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he said he would join us a bit later, so let's head back to the tavern.
And
And then-
Swedish nods.
And then Arius walks quickly and very satisfied, with very satisfied steps towards the tavern.
Okay, so you go back to the Silver Goose, and of course, about 12 or so minutes later, like you also made back for the same unmarked path back.
I just imagine that on the way back, he's had this like migraine slowly just growing. And so he is not in a very good mood at all. He goes around the edge of the forest to get as close to the smithy as possible without like showing that he's coming in from that part of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looks pretty badly burned, like probably yeah he doesn't look too good. He tries to find the barrels of tar.
Yeah. So
and,
yeah, you can see that there's like 7 barrels, filled with coal and tar, and one of them is just empty. Like there was nothing in it, just empty plain barrel. It's struck in middle of all the occupied to the brim ones.
Then I take out the satchel from my bag, and I deposit it into the empty barrel.
Okay. Are you oh wait, are you just checking the head, or are you putting with the cloth?
Well, but didn't they say, yeah, I'm gonna do it with the satchel, I think, because that sounded like what they wanted me to do.
Okay. So yeah, you
Yeah.
put neatly the head at the bottom, close the hatch. Yeah, it's getting not dark, but the clouds seem to be darkening by the minute. It seems like it's gonna rain soon as well. Um, Anything else you want to do? Because you can hear that the Hmm?
Go on.
You can hear that the blacksmith, because you're behind it, that people are walking inside. You can hear the anvils, and the furnace is still working, operational. It's not closed off.
Oh, well, I might as well just go in then and properly finish this job.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Matthew's just basically smoking, leaning in a chair behind the counter. Sees you immediately walk in, stops what he's doing, eyes you for a bit, seeing your condition. I assume the job is done.
Well, you can check out back and see for yourself.
Do you know Primordial?
I do not know Primordial, no.
All of a sudden, Matthew just kind of looks through the door and kind of gives a few, not yelps, but more like clicks with his tongue. And you hear one set of animal stops working. The clanging of metal just stops. And Matthew says, "Wait a minute." It takes about half a minute or so, and the dwarf that you saw a handful of times outside comes back in and says, "Aye, that's the fella." It looks at you, Link, and nods, saying, "Good work," and proceeds to go back to the anvil. And as the dwarf turns around and walks back outside, you see Matthew produces this small pouch, clinging with coin. 50 gold pieces as gold.
Right. The Link would actually like to kind of count it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pour the coin. You quickly look through it. 50 gold pieces is how much you count.
Yeah,
Everything
good.
seems to be in place.
Right, so I do have a question.
Matthew eyes you. Okay, sure.
You wouldn't happen to know a tiefling that might have gone missing lately?
A tiefling.
Aye.
Well, depends on kind of tiefling. A lot of people tend to be missing for all sorts of reasons nowadays. He takes a drag through his pipe.
So do you know whether or not a tiefling has gone missing in the area or not?
Which tiefling are you specifically referencing?
I'm referencing the tiefling that I found in his pot.
Oh. He takes a few like drags. Measures with his eyes. Not that I know of. Nobody has gone or vanished here for half a year or so.
Alright then. Yeah, I'll be taking my leave now.
Yeah, I mean,
Johnny's tired.
yeah, you get out without any problems. Nobody's stopping you. I guess you make. I guess back to Ares and Scree, you make it back to the tavern, and of course, you see that as the first day you came here yesterday, technically, you can see that there's a small crowd of people inside the tavern again, mind their own business, eating, drinking. About 8-9 people. The fire is going. Roasts of elk are being produced again, and yeah.
Then I'd like to try to sneak up to the second floor and get a fresh change of clothes.
Okay.
Before that, I have something I want to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before you join the tavern.
Yeah, before you join, they would be the first because they actually,
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sitting at the table in the tavern, Ares like leans over to Scree and whispers, "Scree, please don't tell Link I was the cat." Think it would be more fun if he didn't know.
Screen just looks at you and just gives a nod.
Yeah,
Being
and Ares smiles and thinks to himself, I think Scree might be a very good friend.
Screen just gives a grin and then stares ahead, looking towards Lank.
Do you want to sneak past us into the tavern, Link?
I'd like to sneak past, like try to draw as little attention to myself as possible, even though I am a big or half orc.
Roll me a stealth check. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see how your
See.
sneaky peeky skills go like.
Let's see here.
For Ares and Scree, if you're being observant.
Observant.
Yeah, observant. Please roll me a perception check.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Then
I'll just double check. I believe it's +4. And that is true. Yeah. Oh no.
well, you both failed.
Jesus Christ. So
Same rolls.
yeah. So basically, well, so to put in perspective, Ares and Scree, you get into the tavern and you kind of sit and you kind of have this discussion. Uh, like you, without problem, go inside into the tavern. You see your companions just kind of sitting and kind of you assume they could spot you, seeing as they're looking at the door that you came from, but completely seem to be indulging in their own talk. The bartender seems to notice you. The familiar two red kobolds by the name of Red and Red notice you, who seem to be sewing something or patching a piece of clothing together. Everybody in the tavern kind of acknowledges that you're there, but only Zenith seems to notice that you're quite burnt and eyes you for a
Yeah.
bit. Where the hell did you get burnt? Did you jump into a
I fell
fire?
into a I fell into a campfire by, and I just walk past him up towards our room.
He kind of blows some air, shakes his head. But yeah, by all means, what would you like to do? Is it's about like 5:30 in the evening. It's calm. The rain hasn't started there, but you can hear distant thunders and sudden flashes of lightning in through the crevices and the windows of the tavern/inn.
Yeah, Ares just talks a lot with Scree about like his training as a druid. Then he talks about how he at one point saw his teacher transform into a giant eagle and fly through the sky, and was super amazed. He dreams to want to do the same.
Oh,
Scree just listens to it and just nods. Doesn't really say much. And then you want us to talk about being a giant bird, and Scree looks at you very curiously with a twisted head because you're talking to a bird person technically.
I think flying seems so amazing. To be completely free, do anything you want in the sky, traveling around. Seems like it'd be so fun. You can do so many things. Scree, can you fly?
Scree shakes their head, showing that they clearly cannot fly.
Oh, okay. Then both of us are stuck on the ground.
You can see Scree a little bit moving into their chair, showing that they're pretty content on the ground.
My lake is taking a long time to come back. I wonder what he's talking about with his friend in the forest.
And then Scree pretty much then says a word in just another different voice. Hunting.
Yeah, hunting. Must be true. He seems like the person that hunts from time to time.
And Scree gives a nod towards him.
Have you ever had a teacher to teach you things? Learn things?
You can see the Kenku look at Erisa a bit. And then they seem to think for a moment, looking left and up. And then shake their heads.
Okay. Yeah, I think one of the best things in the world is to learn from other people. Because there's so much you can't know by yourself. So maybe someday in the future we can find someone to teach you something. And because there's lots of things to learn. It's very fun.
Scream just looks away, like not trying to tell them that how they gain their knowledge and powers.
As you're having this conversation, one of the red kobolds that you met yesterday just jumps on the opposite side of the table, or gets the chairs to the table, with what seems to be a pair of pants that have been stitched of like at least 4 different animal furs or levers, and drops it in front of you and says, "See, good, very proud."
Have you seen this?
He nods excitedly. Yes, I did. Look.
It's amazing, Red. Very skilled. He examines the stitch.
The other kobold, moments after, jumps on the same chair and pushes the other kobold to the ground. No, I did it. Exclaimingly proudly, and then points at the specific stitching. He's like, "Yeah, that's me. That's mine. This mine." Points at a random stitch. "Oh, that's bad. That's bad." The other kobold jumps up. "Hey, that's mine." "Yeah, and yours bad." And moments later, an argument of whose stitching is bad or better ensues. Passive perception for both. You look that all the stitching looks bad by your clothing standards, and it looks literally the same.
Yeah, it's like a bit of a strange smile as you place both of his hands on top of each of their heads. I think you're both doing amazingly well.
He's just blunt and just says in a heavy voice, "Practice."
Yeah.
The dice got away.
Oh no, chase after it!
No, it's good. But yeah, what did you say, Screek? Cause
They say in a heavy voice, "Practice."
roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
I am not. Wow, that one.
Jesus.
I am not persuasive.
Your not deafening, your booming voice, your gritty voice seems to have no effect as now there's a petty fight over who did better on these pair of leggings.
I was trying to distract both of them by asking both of them a question. Anyway, what do you plan to do after this?
Both of them look at you, completely forgetting that they're fighting over a pair of pants. And both of them exclaim. One red exclaims a hat, another exclaims a shirt, and immediately both eyes gaze at each other in hatred towards each other. A natural rivalry. Fuck. Dude, I can't speak it.
Rivalry.
Yes, that is brewing. God damn. I'm too old for this. But yeah. They seem to be having a bit of a feud between each other, a schism, if you will.
Well, friendly competition is always good. Both of us ideas seems wonderful. I think you both become a very good team.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Players.
Eri, roll me another persuasion check. I want to see if they
Tailors.
listen. I want to see
Yeah,
if
maybe deception.
deception. Sure.
No.
If you don't,
Well,
you have no hope for them. I see. Roll deception then.
either way, I think it's a +1.
Well, I mean, you gotta decide, because it depends. Are you...
Well, persuasion, because he thinks that they can eventually learn.
It's that Monday, people. It's that Monday.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, with all the nat 20s we rolled last session, this was bound to happen.
Yeah. Your words of confidence, your encouragement, your motivation falls off their fucking ears. As now, each other hisses at each other. Like two cats fighting over a piece of a rotting fish. Hiss and a hiss. With that, yeah, Link, you would get up to the second floor, get into the lodgings that you procured, and of course, get yourself some clothing.
After which, since during the way back, the headache probably has gone a lot worse, he feels, so he is probably just going to try to sleep it away. He just flops into the bed and covers his face with a pillow.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, that's fair. I guess for you both, Scree and Ares, you're just vibing, waiting for anything particular or nothing at all. It's up to you to decide.
They try to scramble around, they try to calm these kobolds that will not be calmed.
My God.
We will not be calmed!
Well, I mean, it's not difficult to make them calm. It's like two children fighting each other, but not really able to hit anyone.
Are they being loud and obnoxious?
No, well, I mean, if you listen in closer, yeah, it kind of sounds obnoxious, kind of irritating, but they're not. They're below the ambience of the tavern. They're not causing big enough of a ruckus, because I don't think they could even pause even if they tried.
That was just something I need to know.
So, what are you doing, my good people?
Well, Scree's just looking at them, one hand below their beak and the other hand tapping on the table. It's like, okay, let's see how long this is gonna go.
Oh, you're just gonna see what happens with the with the kobolds?
With the kobolds. Yeah, or at least until they turn their attention towards us again.
Oh God, just gonna see how this transpires.
You know, it's like, I am waiting and watching to see what happens, see what I can get out of this.
Okay, Ares Farachi.
Ares tries to pacify the kobolds a bit by he grabs the pants.
Grabbing the pants from the kobolds.
And he like, and places him on the table in front of him, and then he.
Roll me
Like,
roll me a strength check. This is gonna be a strength check with disadvantage.
Yeah, he puts it rather weakly. He doesn't want to rip it apart. Because it seems like it will easily apart.
Oh my god. You gotta beat a 14.
Yeah, bro.
Because these
That was
these kobolds seemingly like having their mittens in a depth grip and not letting go, kind of doing a tug of war, hissing at each other. While Ares, you just fucking look, it just kind of extend your hand over the tail, just fucking yoink it out of their both hands. And for a split second, the eyes remain locked with each other, and then realizing, kind of clutching their fingers, that the pens are gone, and then immediately they go passive, looking around, a bit confused actually, even.
Red.
They both look at you.
Before him. I want to talk a bit more about these pants. Put this on the table. This seam right here, and it points to one random seam.
Yeah.
You have needles and thread with you right now?
They kind of look at each other, look back from the bar that they came from, and both of them run there, flipping a few chairs over, going on the bar, grabbing a handful of what seems to be bones, and running back at you. You realize, Ares, that the thread, it seems to be hair of some creature, while the needle is actually a very thin piece of bone. And both of them have
Is it okay if I show both of you something? Maybe a new technique?
They kind of nod.
You see, there is a way to sew so that the threads are invisible. I will show you that now.
Roll me a performance check as you teach these two how to use a thread and needle properly. It's not a big check, but I hope you succeed. Scree, in front of you, as like you thought this place couldn't get even more boring, Ares is giving fucking threading lessons.
You can see she's like doing a bit of a sigh, but at least they're not in danger.
Well, Ares, it takes like a good grueling fucking hour to get the basics in. But even then, you realize that there's a high chance that they're gonna forget when they go to bed.
And Ares himself doesn't have tailoring proficiency. He has proficiency in disguise kits, so he can make like basic seams and basic tailoring.
Yeah.
Not advanced stuff as well. Well, Lenk is getting better at it, isn't he?
Seems-
Oh, sorry.
What? No, you got it.
Do you think maybe something happened to him?
You see Screech think for a moment, and then just does another shrug. Seems they don't really know, and they're not really sure. I don't know.
I think I'll go and check up on him. Back to that house.
Oh, this is how it's gonna go. I see how this session is gonna go.
Do you want to stay or do you want to follow me, Scree?
You know what?
Are the kobolds still there?
The kobolds are kind of preoccupied with their new acquired knowledge. But also, are you saying this like in the hushed tones or just normally speaking?
Like not in a loud voice,
Mm-mm.
but I doesn't really speak hushed either.
Okay. In that case,
Casually.
Zenith is basically going by the not the bonfire, by the fire pit and just making sure the elk is like properly cooked from both sides. He kind of immediately looks back at both of you as you're discussing about Link and says, "Oh no, he came back like a hour and a half ago. He's upstairs. Got some burns, said that he fell into a fireplace. Or just a fire." He kind of shakes his head. Imagine tripping over a fire.
Oh no! Let's go and check up on him. Ah yeah, that's not good. Scree, come.
He points at the kobolds first. Like, do we leave them?
I think they can manage. They have there's tailoring training to do.
Green nods and just follows.
God,
Yeah, making upstairs to your room. Yeah, you find in one of the rooms, Lank is just in bed, sleeping. Or I guess trying to sleep, smiley face.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Arius like walks quickly to the bed, grabs the blanket, and throws it up. Like throws it away. Link, are you hurt?
You see that immediately as the blanket is just torn off, the second after, there's a dagger pointed to his throat.
What? Oh yeah.
There's a dagger pointed to Ares' throat. And then he sees that it's Ares. Immediately just pulls it back.
Link, are you hurt? And then he like completely ignores the dagger. Just fucking.
I just imagine he leans closer to the dagger, just completely disregard. Like, are you hurt?
Oh, but you're about to be. Yeah, no.
You're attacked.
Because you would probably see that there is some like soot. His skin is probably a bit irritated, and since he's changed out of his clothes and doesn't wear his half cloak, at this point you can actually see that his left arm has like these 3 kind of cutting scars across them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of big.
Yeah.
And
Something's on my keyboard.
I'm fine, really.
Just gets a very serious look on his face. And then, like, was it a mythical beast? Is it still out there?
He walks over. Can I examine Link's wounds?
Roll me a medicine check, if you will.
I want to as well. I want to examine him.
Sure, roll. You can roll separately. Okay, you can
God
roll.
dang! The dice do not like me today.
Oh,
I guess
Haven't rolled
Ares.
above a 10, except for Ares.
I mean, and no, I mean, Ares. You look around and you see that he smells bad. He has this odor of death around him. Additionally, some parts of his skin seems to be burned slightly, and of course his clothing that he changed also are quite burned severely, actually, in some places. Fire damage.
Yay!
That's your conclusion.
I don't have any medicine on me right now.
I'm really quite fine. It should be over with just a night of rest. I'll
I'll go in town and see if I can find anything to make medicine from. I'll be back, and then he before you can say anything more, he runs off.
Now hold on, wait.
And that's when you remember he has no money on him.
Oh, money, yeah.
Yeah, Link just kind of turns to look at Scree.
He looks back at you.
And he looks at him. And he looks at me. And I look at him. Or them. Right, so things went to shit. But I'm fine. I think. I just have this. I have a massive headache, is all. I'd much rather just sleep right now.
Thinking is great. He's just staring at you. Staring. Like trying to find something out. And then just shrugs and turns around and leaves the room.
And Link just lies back down and waits for Ares' inevitable return.
So Ares,
Yeah.
how you gonna go about procuring medicine?
Yeah, at first I will go to Zenith and ask. Good evening, Zenith.
He looks at you. Yeah.
Do you know anywhere where they sell medicine?
Uh,
Or any medicine person? Any herbalist or apothecary?
he scratches his head for a bit. Yeah, I know of a apothecary. Give me 1 minute. As he takes a few steps back and goes to the trapdoor behind the counter. And then about a minute or so you hear the clanging of footsteps as Zenith comes back with the old half-elf that you met that spoke of your doom. You see Zenith is not pleased, but he just gotta that kind of brings him up, and you see the half-elf is paranoid as ever, just kind of looking around. And Zenith looks at you and says, "If you really need him, ask him."
Air's eyes open widely, like hesitate a bit. Before, like he clenches his fist and takes a breath and then walks up to the old man. Hello, sir.
Eyes bloodshot dart to you. It looks upon you.
I want some medicine. Do you have some medicine to spare?
Medicine for what?
He takes a few seconds to answer. Do you have a salve against burn wounds?
What kind of burn wounds? Where's the patient? He kind of looks around, eyes, and with this, you distinct sense of paranoia, like looking around, like you appear, like you brought something with you, but he doesn't see it.
He's upstairs in one of the rooms.
He immediately pushes you aside and starts walking upstairs. Bunk, 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 bunk.
Does he bump into Scree?
Where would you be?
I will probably be coming down the stairs at this point.
He would walk to you, by you, to look at you and say, "Are you the burnt?"
You can see Scree just point towards the room where
He all of a
Link
sudden he just doom 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 walks. Link, all of a sudden you just hear just doom doom doom, door swings wide open. And then before you look back, you feel hands on your shoulder. Just
I groan and open my eyes.
you see the
And I look confused.
no, you look even more confused because the half elves look at you like he's constipated. as he just looks at you and says, "Are you the burned man? Are you?" Shakes you slightly.
oh god.
No, clearly I am not the burnt man.
He walks out of the room. He lets go of you, pushes slightly you aside, turns back.
Man, that man is an absolute buffoon.
This is going everywhere.
He goes to another room. Bank style that says, Are there any burned men? You kidding? Eris, how are you doing this one?
We need to send him to Burning Man.
Eris, are you actually accompanying him? Or you just left?
Eris stays a bit down in the bottom floor before walking up. Like enough time that he would have walked out of our door.
Yeah, but yeah, he's basically trying to open and banging on the other doors of the second floor, asking, "Are there any burned men inside?"
Yeah, and Eris sees this as walks up like, sir, it's in here. Walks into the room.
He walks back into the room. Moments after, like, you feel the familiar fucking grab. Looks at you. Are you the burned man?
Eris looks at you.
I look to Ares.
He shakes you again. Are you the burned man?
Yeah, I am.
He punches you in the face. You take
Do I
one
try
point
to
of
dodge?
damage. No, you're in the bed. And he says, I hate liars.
I take 1 point of damage, you say?
Yeah. You're a 7.
I'd like to punch him back. I am not in the mood for this.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit. You roll natural 20s for the fucking guy.
Yeah, let's see here. That is 2. Okay, so that's a +4 to hit. That's 1. Let's go.
Natural 1. Roll me another. Roll me another. Roll me no. Roll me a D100. I want to see how bad you fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I want to get low or high?
You want to get high.
Okay, that's a shame.
The man sees the punch, like you realize that he's fast. He looks at you throwing the punch, he dodges it, and then socks you in the face again. You take another point of damage.
Please,
Ugh.
please.
Yeah, at that point I just fall back into the pillow and just go, fuck my life. Ah.
Ares has no idea what to do. He's shaking in the background.
I love the
Ares?
fact. I love the fact that like just
Yeah.
got beaten up by an old fucking schizophrenic. As you lay in the bed, all of a sudden, in the grubby hands of the half elf go through your shoulders, through your chest and waist as he kind of examines the burns. He kind of nods. Yeah, you're definitely burned. And it kind of comes closer to your chest and it just takes a massive fucking whiff. Acidic,
Ugh.
too.
Yeah.
Let's see. He kind of goes into his robes, grabs several pouches, puts them on the other bed, and just kind of grabs a worm pestle, and then looks at you, Ares, and says, "Go ask for the keeper some water."
Of course. And then he quickly leaves.
As you hear, just kind of fucking, you're in pain. As the old man just kind of, you can hear the worm pestle start to work as something is getting grind, something very crunchy. And then he just kind of says, "Oh, don't worry, you'll be back on your feet tomorrow. I got several recipes from my father that should work." Link,
Wait a minute.
roll me a d100, if you will, and a wisdom saving
Wait a
throw.
Oh no! Yeah, I just 1d100 and a wisdom saving throw. Let's
Yes.
see here. That is okay. Yeah, that's bad. But it's an 18. That's
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
Okay.
So, you know when you have a nice log that it has a crack, and you put a wedge into it, and then you hit it with a axe?
Yeah.
As soon as the fodder rings out, all of a sudden the headache stings immensely, as if somebody just lodged a wedge down your skull. It forces you to sit up out of the pain.
Yeah. He just buries his face in his hands, but just groans. Ugh.
The half elf looks back at you and kind of grabs you by the shoulder and puts you back on just laying on the bed. "Don't sit up. Not gonna be better." And then looks back and starts to do more pester. Ares, I assume you get the water, right?
Yeah. He goes and asks Zenith for some water.
Yeah. He gives you 2 mugs of water. Fresh. And Scree, is there anything particular you're doing? Is your you kind of miss out on you kind of miss
Well-
like getting owned.
I'm just gonna sit across from the kobolds again and watch them. Maybe it could give me some interesting information.
About specifically what?
Well, I don't know how common kobolds are in this area, so I might as well learn about it. Maybe they come from somewhere magical or portal somewhere. Or maybe there's a tribe nearby. Maybe
Well-
even a dragon.
Well, bad for you, Scree. You realize that these kobolds only speak about bitter competition between each other, who can do more invisible threads. Surprisingly, being scornful towards each other improved their work significantly than working together. But as you you know, you kind of examine the place. Ares, you go back with the mugs of water. The half elf takes one of the mugs, pours what he milled in the pestle, and the water becomes this crimson red, and then all of a sudden becomes this coalishly black. And then, like, you are getting forced by the half elf to sit up and drink the mug.
Oh no. Oh. Okay, yeah. What does it taste like?
It tastes. It tastes like. It tastes like coal. It tastes like very bitter coal, but it's like at the very delicate precision of between like tasting it and then it making you feel worse. Like it is bearable. It doesn't make you gag or reflect, but you feel the bitter taste of it.
Okay.
So yeah, you chug it all down, roll me con save.
Yep. Yeah. I assumed. I assumed.
Yeah, Eros is like just standing in the background. looking awkward.
Let's see here. That is a +3. That's
Oh
20.
yeah, you fucking you had fucking drinks of taverns that are more fucking noxious than this. This is nothing.
Just downs it and just slams it on the desk beside him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then he kind of looks at the other mug of water. Looks at you, Ares. Why the other mug?
He like shakily gives that a mug.
He kind of looks to the doctor to just kind of check with him. Should I drink the water or will that?
Yeah,
will
sure.
that-
Drink the water. I don't care. That's all you.
Yeah.
He'll be fine tomorrow. Just don't drink acid. I mean, that's common. Don't drink acid. Also, where would you get acid? Anyway, also, next time you try to punch me, he kind of points at you like, I'm gonna kick you in the face. And then he walks off bitterly.
You know, I do believe I had some more respect for him after that. And then I sip the water. Kind of, rather than sip actually, I just take a mouthful of water and wash it around my mouth to get rid of the taste and spit it back into the cup.
Yeah.
And then back to the bed I go.
So, about this time, interestingly enough, surprisingly enough, you can all hear, besides, of course, occasionally distant thunder, rain begins to pour down from the sky into the streets, onto the roofs of the tavern and the surrounding buildings, as you're now just surrounded by rain again. And at this point, it's somewhere around like 6 p.m. So what is everybody doing?
Eros
Suffering.
stay like by the bed of Lang. Sure, he's okay. I don't know if you're in the mood of, to answer his questions, but he will ask like what happened and. Oh, and before he asked it like one time, and then he realized that you are not in the mood to answer, and he will not bother you too much.
Yeah, he will respond though that I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay. Then get some rest.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, he places Ares stands up and speaks in a strange manner. Almost like he's saying like a prayer or a hymn in a language you don't understand. And then he places his hand on on the side of your face, and he heals you a bit. He heals the damage you took to your face.
So how much you healing for?
Good.
Yeah, I use cure wounds. It heals for 1d8 plus 4. So
Yeah,
it's
roll healing. Roll healing, my good sir.
1d8 plus.
Oh,
Ooh, damn!
damn!
Oh boy, you're feeling a lot fucking better now. Let's go.
Yeah, I went
That's a
from
heal.
I went from 6 HP to 18.
Yeah.
I went from almost alive to above half my HP.
I'm almost alive.
almost not alive. Sorry. Yeah, you can see how it caused him to relax just a bit more. Like he before he was lying in like a weird way to make sure that the burned part of him wouldn't like be touching anything too much, and now he just seems more natural. Thanks.
Yeah, he smiles. No problem. Now get something rest in you.
Yeah.
So as you take the longer rest. Yeah. You both, I guess, settle for the evening. Scree, anything you wish to do?
Probably gonna eat. That's it. Because if as long as the kobolds are not, making a slip of anything where they come from,
Nope. They
which I'm
see.
trying to get that information, I guess I'm just gonna eat and then eventually head to bed.
Okay. So, eventually, a bit of time passes, and all of you go to sleep. Pass out into the lands beyond, and all goes fucking deathly quiet. Maybe. I would like everybody to roll me a D100, if you will.
Cool. No, I got the perfect 1/3.
I hope that's good.
Woo! Eee! Eee! Oh boy. Let's see. You know what? Fuck it. Link, my good boy. Sleeping, passed out, waiting from day to night to go again to day. An interesting thing besets you. You all of a sudden hear wind, as if you've been in an open sky. You feel warmth. You feel grass around your back, between your fingertips. You look up slightly and you see it's bright as hell. What would you like to do?
How do I have that headache left?
No, you don't.
Do I see anything around me?
Are you gonna stand up or just from the position of being prone?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stand up.
You stand up And you see beautiful golden plains as far as the eye can see. You see nearby a dirt road leading you don't know where. It looks like it's in the middle of the day. But something is off. Something is very odd and off, but you cannot place it in your mind. Roll me a perception check. Besides, of course, you being here now.
I'm not good at those. 13.
13. There is no headache. There is a pressure in your skull. A pressure of wonder. A pressure of pursuit. It seems to be wanting, like, the pain or the pressure in your skull moves in the direction, a specific direction. So meaning whenever you turn around, the pressure moves from the front to the side to the back. As if the pressure in your skull wants you to move or do something.
Pressure's on.
He just kind of rubs his temple, and as he kind of looks in the direction that the pressure seems to be leading him, does he see anything? Or is it just vast plains?
Golden plains as far as the eye can see. There's no road. There's nothing. No signs of trees, anything.
Then he is going to start walking that direction.
Well, taking the first few steps, the grass, the golden grass becomes paler, shorter, becomes dying and wilting. All of a sudden, the clear sky is changed with rain and lightning. The grassy path that you walked maybe 4-6 steps ago turns into drenched in water and mud. In front of you, a massive building on fire in a brilliant orange and greenish flame. A building made of stone burning on fire is not a common sight. Roll me another perception check. Also, would you stop or would you continue going?
He would.
Oh god.
That's a 3 for my perception. That is where his brain feeling is leading him.
Yes.
Reluctantly, he is going to press on, move closer.
Oh boy. As you walk towards the burning building, maybe 100 feet above you, taking maybe 12, 14 steps, behind you all of a sudden manifests a giant stone wall. On the stone wall, metal pikes with bodies hanging onto them. Several dozen, of all ages, mostly children.
Oh no! Do I recognize the children?
No, all of them have a seemingly common thing. A simple white linen clothing and a linen bag on their head. Massive puncture through the chest in the center of the ribcage. with such impact that they're nailed to the wall. The fire, on the other hand, is now burning brighter. You can feel the sensation of heat. The sensation of heat is the similar sensation that you feel in your mind.
Huh. Is there any way to get away from this?
It's up to you to decide.
Is the wall just behind me, or is it around this building now? Myself.
It is behind you. It is just seemingly not encasing, but surrounding the entire large building that is on fire.
No, he's going to attempt to climb the wall. He is not getting closer to that building.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check, if you will.
Let's see, that is a plus, okay. 14.
Give me a second. 14. As you begin to climb, using one of the pikes as a leverage to get over the fence, you get over the fence without a problem. But the problem is, as you get like on top of it, I try to slink into the other side. There's a pull. Something doesn't allow you physically to cross. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. As looking behind you, my good sir, you see a figure walking out of the house. You might ask, what kind of figure?
6.
Ask what kind of figure? Give me a second. Through what seems to be the main entrance of this building, a sudden fiery claw snatches through the stone walls and comes out this interesting shade. Outer layers of shadow, while its core is burning hot in fire. Its face, if you could call it, resembles one of an old man with a beard. Its glinting, pure white eyes looking at you. Is there anything you wish to do?
Yeah, he would like to run, but apparently he can't.
Yeah, you're stuck on the fucking fence. You wanna like purposely just throw yourself off. You mentally, physically can't.
Yeah. Oh. He is, well, yeah, since his fight or flight response failed with flight, what's left is bite, so he is going to... Does he have any weapons on him?
Nope. But they're pikes of metal.
Oh, oh you bastard! Oh!
As the fire being speaks out, come, die.
No. I refuse. I'm going to live.
There's a chuckle from the elemental, and as though, or the shade, and as it chuckles, you see liquid flames spits out on the dirt and combusts. You shall not escape your fate. You are a failure. Failures get incinerated and new subjects brought. As all of a sudden, with a flick of his wrist, the entire house fire changes its direction from just into the sky immediately towards you. And before anything, darkness. 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 Scream, my good sir. You also have a very interesting dream. Give me a second. Let me find something. Yeah.
Let's see where this is gonna go.
So, Scree, the first sensation that you feel is one of balance, not in your mental or not in your mental psyche, but more in the physical, material world. As all of a sudden you feel like you need to balance your spine on a branch.
Oh.
You immediately feel the air is a lot more colder, a lot more wetter, stillness in the air as you look around and you see that you're not in your bed, but you're on a branch in a snow-covered ground in a pine tree that is also covered in snow, except for that branch that you're laying on. What would you like to do?
Okay. I guess I have to look around what the heck is going on.
Are you gonna go off the branch or are you gonna look it from the branch?
I'm gonna look around from the branch because
Perception.
I don't even know I'm on the branch to begin with, so...
Roll me a perception check.
I am not having good rolls today.
None of us are.
You see fucking
Yeah.
nothing, but you feel the sensation of cold hits you quite rapidly. It's cold. It's peaceful, but you're getting cold fast.
I see. I try to walk across the branch to see what else I can find on it.
Some pines, some frozen sap. Nothing more, nothing less.
Then I look down to see how far from the ground I am.
Maybe tops 10 feet.
10 feet, okay. I will go to the bark of the tree and try to climb down from it.
As you climb down, you realize that you're high. You see that you're on the peak of a mountain range, and you see mountains from all sides, covered in snow, with some occasional trees seen in the distance. But for miles upon miles in all places, it's just covered in snow. The sky is light blue, calm, without winds, but you're in like a feet and a half of snow.
Great. I start to look around the mountain and goes, oh, this. I look around at the base of the tree. See more. I guess I see more snow.
Yep, snow as far as I can see.
Uh, I just decide to try and descend from the mountain.
It's extremely steep. You can try to roll or you can try to, I guess, climb down.
I look down and then thanks. I'm gonna fall this way. Let's see. Anything nearby I can use. And I decide to look around the snow if there's anything of use.
Except for the pine tree. There is a singular tree in this maybe 70 by 80 feet plot of hill or mountain top. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Up. Okay, well, I try to climb down the mountain.
Roll me an athletics check.
Luckily, it's athletics. Oh wait, no, athletics is the bad one. Oh no! Wow, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Well, here's something interesting that happens. As you take down, let's like go down slightly, and I guess the weather is nice, at least it's not like blizzard, hail, or anything else, and everything goes well for a good 50 feet or so. It's still a long way down, but then all of a sudden you see a bunch of blue sparks around you manifest with these small bluish bright yellow wings starting to flutter you. Several at the beginning, but then a few dozen of them before all of a sudden you just feel that the grasping ice and stone for climbing all of a sudden melt away, just disintegrate into your hand, and before long all of a sudden you have nowhere to grab onto and you just fall. You fall, and you hit with all of a sudden extremely sudden and severe impact to the ground of your room.
But
Sudden clang, your back slightly hurts, nothing severe. You look around, you see that you're back at the tavern, the Silver Goose. You look around, you see your companions asleep. You hear the rain going, you hear a crowd. You see through the window that it's quite a bit brighter than it was previously. So you assume that the night has already passed and it's already daytime. You don't know what time it is, but you just know that it's
I put my cloak on and I put my cloak fully on to make sure that nobody's seeing my head because I keep covering my head when I sleep. Then I head towards the window, look outside at the rain.
Yeah, you see that the sun is now rising from the east, and you hear maybe 7 people downstairs. Not like shouting or anything, but you can hear that there is, I guess, business downstairs. What would you like to do?
Well, I could wake the others up, but I won't. So I'm going to go out of the room and head downstairs.
Before you exit out, all of a sudden, you see Link panics all of a sudden. It raises his hands all of a sudden and just throws himself off the bed. Link, with a sudden fire almost consuming you, the first sensation you feel is not burns or getting charred to nothingness. It's the solid wooden floor of the tavern's room hitting you, or you hitting it.
Yeah. Yeah. He immediately just looks around. Just hyperventilating a bit. And yeah, he's in the room. He is fine. He is not in the fire. Then he sits up and looks over at Scree.
Scree is looking back at you.
He said that.
You see Ira is soundly not Ira, Ares is soundly asleep, passed
We
out.
see Ira. Oh no.
Shut it. Shut it. Shut it.
So,
Morning.
and of course, Scree gives you the look and gives that voice. Good morning.
King, I see you didn't sleep that well.
What gave it away? How is he feeling, by the way, as he stands up? How are his burns?
Burns are fine. You don't really feel pain, the headache is gone. You feel a bit dehydrated, hungry, nothing that cannot be fixed.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have to check something really quick here. Where is that? So, yeah, because I think it could be pretty funny because you just talked to me telepathically.
Yes,
Let's
I
see
talk to you
here.
telepathically. Obviously, because that's who I serve someone who
Good.
can do that.
Yeah, good, because then I would actually, rather than respond verbally, he is going to hear it both verbally and in his head, as I am going to make use of my psychic whispers.
Woo!
And I'm just gonna roll a d6 to see how many hours we are now going to be connected mentally.
Oh, for the love of...
Edgy.
2 hours.
Oh, for the love of... We share a bond now! We share a bond!
We're bonded, my dude. We're bonded. But yeah, he doesn't realize it himself. But yeah, he just said that both in his head and verbally.
As Scree noticed this, because, well, they're psychics, so they obviously knew this.
Yeah.
What noticed this? They talk back and go,
Did my patron allow you to speak with the mind's eye as well?
In his head, well, in their head, Scree hears, the fuck are they talking about? And Link is just looking at them. He is not speaking. He just thinks that it looks confused.
I see you do not notice.
Huh? What's that about? I didn't say anything.
Your mind's voice echoes towards mine.
joke. And I'm just gonna go get myself some breakfast. And as he is headed towards the door, Scree's in their head going to hear just fucking weirdo.
Think of a number.
he, he immediately just thinks, as soon as he hears number, he just immediately thinks 7, and then asks verbally, "What are you on about?"
You thinking of the number 7.
He pauses and kind of glares at Scree for a moment. Actually,
I'm not intruding your mind. You are telling me this.
what are you telling me that you've rubbed off on me? Is that it?
Perhaps. We shall see.
Oh, that's just fan-fucking-tastic, innit?
And Scree just heads out the door. Remaining mysterious at this moment. Or at least trying to be.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lank is just going to probably stay in the room for a bit, just think. It's probably not that good if Scree has rubbed off on him to that extent. It feels a bit weird. Then he's going to walk over to Ares and shake him awake.
You hear
Hey.
him snore.
Wow.
You know what? Ares did this to him last night when he was trying to sleep. Lank is going to pull his covers off.
He's sleeping.
Damn. What a log. Huh.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. He is going to look over to the mug of the the medicine that he got last night. He's going to take it, walk up to Ares, and just hold it under his nose. Smelling salts.
I wanted a constant to try to stay away, sleep.
Roll me a con save. I just want to imagine one day Practical Joke here is just gonna transform into a sheep just in bed. Oh, no.
Damn.
Yeah, he's fucking asleep. He's
His
asleep.
best sleep of his life right now.
Yeah.
Did he count sheep before he went to bed?
You
It
can't.
ends on 1.
Oh well, guess I'm going down first then. And yeah, he's going to go down. He's going to take the two of the money coin pouches that he has gotten for the job so far, because he remembered that, oh yeah, he hasn't given Scree his share yet.
Well, Scree's downstairs, so
yeah. So he's going downstairs and finding Scree.
you find Scree sitting in a corner once again. Not trying to hide himself this time, but just looking around.
Yeah. He sits down and forwards one of the pouches, which contains 20 GP, because in total we have gotten 40 GP from the two job. Well, the job we have taken and the payment we got from the pelt.
All right.
Yeah.
I take the pouch and I open it, look inside. Close it and give a smirk to Lank as I hang the pouch on my makeshift belt.
In Scree's head, they hear smug bastard.
I'm gonna do. This is. I can't do the reference. I'm gonna do the reference, but I'm doing not in the voice, but in Screech's voice.
I heard that.
Oh, two edgelords and a very wholesome.
To be fair, the reference is supposed to be from Alive with Lou when the dad goes, "I heard that." He goes like,
So, what else?
You know, he's probably getting breakfast.
Okay. Yeah. As for nobody's waking up Barry's. Harry's just asleep.
Hey, I tried to wake him up. I'm not gonna like smack him awake if you think that's what I'm gonna do.
Peace.
This is the moment we leave Ares behind.
"That's obviously." That's,
He
But
just
Screech's
wakes
not
up
gonna-
at he just wakes up at noon and we.
So
All
Screech
right.
just wants to get ahead in the morning to, gather information before anyone else does, because having information on your own is an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way down. You see there's like four, well actually 6 people, including the Zenith. As seems that there is some just fresh meat from yesterday that is still plentiful. That is basically reheated and offers you some for breakfast. As for Ares, somewhere around this time you also wake up alone, forgotten. Everybody has left.
it's like wakes up, sits up, and then just like a stretch, and then good morning. Nice.
There's absolutely no one.
And then he looks around. Hello? This is the empty beds. Oh, they must have gone up already. And then he notices that his like blanket is on the other side of the bed. So he will stop, dress himself, and head down.
Yeah, I guess you see your comrades. It's fucking raining. Meat is being offered for breakfast. The best kind of meal, honestly. And yeah.
Yeah, and as he walks, he goes, humming some tune, picks up like a bowl of food, and as he walks up to the table where Natu sits, like they see that he seems even more happy than usual, like just hums to himself, sits down.
Well, someone seemed to have woken up on the right side of the bed.
I had the best dream in the world.
Good for you.
He's trying to hide that they didn't have a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Lenk is quite obviously just kind of perturbed by. Usually he usually likes the energetic side of Ares, but right now it's just kind of annoying. Just yeah, sure. I hope you had a good night of sleep.
I
bastard.
imagine just the picture of just in the table in the middle of Ares, all cheerful, eating like a piece of bread, and both Scree and Lank looking at their own bowls, looking fucking miserable.
Yeah. Also, did Scree hear Lank like say that in his mind?
I mean,
Yeah, yeah, he would have. It's one of those intrusive thoughts that you don't actually want to have. Oh yeah, I can also mention, Scree, you can sever the connection whenever you want.
Oh, oh.
If Screen knows it's that what it is, but none of you really know what's happening.
No,
Yeah.
Scree doesn't know. Scree just thinks that their patron gave them his ability and link, so Scree's just gonna go with it. This Scree may be all self-interest, but when the patron does something, it's like, I'm not gonna piss off my patron. That's the one of my golden rules.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Mm-mm.
Right, so after breakfast we're headed out, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we discussed. Anyway, Lenk, how are you feeling right now? Feeling
Well,
bit-
compared to yesterday, it's like night and day. Yeah, I'm feeling much better.
like evening and morning.
Well, no, evening and morning are quite similar since dusk. Well, it's twilight. During
Oh,
night
okay.
it's dark, and during day it's light. So there's a quite large difference during those times.
He contemplates. That seems true.
But anyway, we headed out after breakfast, right?
Ares just still like stares a bit at you. Link.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I'll tell you on the way, okay?
Okay.
So I shall assume that you go to the blacksmith after food. Am I assuming correct?
I
Hmm.
think so, yeah.
Blacksmith.
Actually,
We fixed the
because
blacksmith last session to get our money back.
yeah, but we need to get the cart.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I would actually, Araxis,
Mhm.
how long did he say it would take to get from Toss to Cradle Rocks?
Um, 2 days, probably 3 if it rains.
Okay. Then Lenk would actually want to ask Zenith if they could get some provisions for the road.
Sure, sure.
Ares will also show that. Yes, that I will have some.
Well, he sells mainly salted jerky and bread with butter, with this very stiff, not very tasty butter. If you want, uh, for 10 rations, it's gonna be 1 gold piece and 5 silver.
Okay. Any dried fruits or anything?
He shakes his head. Nope. Brian.
Shame. Okay.
Ares has 10 days of rations with bread, dried food, and a bit of like
Okay.
gruel and cooked gruel as well.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Then Lenk is going to hand over 2 pieces of gold because he only has 2 silver pieces.
Well,
And
he hands you back 5 silver pieces, and you get 10 rations for yourself. Spree anything?
I also need to get some rations.
Sure. 10 rations would be 1 gold, 5 silver.
Okay, then I'll
Just write it off.
pay 1 gold for 10 rations.
Anything else?
Ares will work up. I need to commute a bit with nature. I'll meet you up in a minute at the blacksmith.
all right then. Be quick.
The other, well, there's one more thing I can do, but I doubt I can find that stuff here, so I'm gonna wait with that.
You can try.
Well, it has to do with a certain spell.
Oh no, is it gonna be blood?
No.
Hmm,
Ah, okay.
I see.
Yeah, Ares walks outside. Is it still raining?
It's still raining.
Is there some kind of... Well, he walks in his outer clothes, so it's a bit not waterproof, but it resists water somewhat. And then he goes to find somewhere to sit down and meditate in nature.
I didn't hear what you say, honestly.
Yeah, and he goes to find somewhere in nature to sit down and meditate.
Okay, sure. Um, what about you, Link?
Yeah, no, he is headed to the blacksmith to get ready with the card and such.
Scree's following.
Gotcha.
And Scree looks around at the blacksmith for a moment, see what kind of wares they have.
Um, they have some steel swords, some steel maces. Well, wooden maces with steel heads, a handful of shields, and a lot of basic tools: shovels, scythes, sickles, basic hammers, nails.
So how much? So I I point towards the blacksmith to get their attention.
Yeah.
I point towards one of the sickles.
Matthew just kind of nods at you. Yes.
And Scree holds up a pouch of money like an intent. I want to buy a sickle.
1 gold piece.
Scree nods, takes out 1 gold piece, and hands it to the blacksmith.
And he kind of gives this hand motion towards the sickles. Take a pick if you want, whatever you want.
I inspect them closely.
Every one of them looks the same. Well, I mean, as you can get from one by one. Yeah, each individual is like maybe slightly different angle, different, but they all overall are the same.
And I take one with me.
Write down that you got yourself an iron sickle. Let's go. Yeah. So, anything else you wish to do, my good people?
No, that's pretty much it. Sickle's gonna be a handy tool.
So, Lank, would you go to the blacksmith, I guess, right?
That I do, yes.
So you see I guess in this point, so would Bree see it that outside there are 2 horses, quite old looking, that are being attached to a cart, and the cart seems to have this cloth over it. It's still pouring in slightly, but I guess it's better than just being rained on. Very basic, nothing too special. And of course, as you walk in, Matthew just kind of looks at you, Lincoln says, I assume you're here for the cart then.
That's the plan. So we're gonna have to wait for just a bit because one of our companions is busy with something.
Oh yeah, sure. It's not like there's no rush really. He kind of yawns. Oh yeah, do you have like a map, or just?
And what?
He kind of looks a bit confused at you. You know, a map of the region of the area.
Map. Okay, I didn't hear you. Yeah, we do not actually.
He sighs for a bit. Fine, give me a moment. He goes under, like he actually like almost like kneels down, looking under the counter for a good, just a good minute or so. What was it? Give me a second. Even though I'm saying these noises, he also says that. So shut up. Yeah, shut it. And he produces this older parchment, and rolls it up. It's this vertical map of the area, and he kind of points at it and says, "This is an older map. Well, I mean, it's not that old. It's only like a year or so old. Getting a detailed map of any region is fucking difficult, but this should suffice. It has all the bigger settlements and whatnot, all the landmarks, and kind of points at the pause at the top left and points at Cradle Rocks. So yeah, this is a simple, very simple mission. It's literally making your way through a road that probably hasn't seen any trouble besides occasional wildlife for over maybe 4 to 5 centuries. So I assume that you, especially, shouldn't fuck this up.
Yeah. So, where do we take this in Cradle Rocks?
Oh boy. So the outer. Have you ever been to Cradle Rocks? First of all, you can Isaac Rocks.
I've never left the Golden Plains.
All right. So basically, Cradle Rocks is one giant tree. Yes, one giant tree in the center, and everything, every single building, every single road, pavement, whatever, made of the same tree. It's one long organism, and before, I guess, the outskirts of this city, there are a lot of man-made buildings. Some are ranches, some are stables. Look for a stable by the name of Red Lance.
Red Lance.
Yes, it's pretty easy to spot. It has a crimson red sign with a whole dark lance. Pretty crude, pretty basic, but easily spottable.
Sounds simple enough.
Also, don't get lost in the city. Remember, this Cradle Rocks. These kind of looks around a bit. Those druids, those druids are batshit fucking insane. I heard their city goes several hundred feet below the surface of the earth, with tunnels, all sorts of fucked up stuff. Seeing as the city is supposed to be over 3,000 years old or so. So don't get lost. Or do, I don't really care. Then again, I believe you have some job to do. Or tasks to do, seeing what you are. And he kind of taps the map again, pulls it, and kind of pushes it, slide it towards you, Link.
Yeah, my next destination is Avant, actually, but yeah.
Well, Avant kind of looks a bit confused, thinks for a moment. Avant, I think the innkeeper. A gnomish lady, I think. He kind of shrugs. I don't.
saves me the trouble of looking.
Think that you're gonna travel, it's not like you're not gonna stumble upon a hen or a blacksmith or an alchemy place or a. Nevertheless, yeah, the car is prepared to take you whenever. Should be easy enough for you.
Right. Thank you for the map. It'll make our journey much easier.
So, blank. You of course you get. You see that the cart would easily fill like 6 to 8 people. So it's more than enough for you even to sleep in the cart if you want. But also there's like several small bags of what you see are feed for the horses. It's the roof basically avoids most of the rain, but some pouring cannot be avoided, and the very floor of it is kind of leaking with water from the roof. But nevertheless, everything is kind of ready. Scree, any final business before setting off? And of course, Ares, as you wait, I guess.
Nope. Whatever I need is probably gonna be at Cradle Rocks.
Ares,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you gonna sit there for an hour or for how long?
Not very long. Maybe like 15 minutes.
I mean, yeah.
Don't know others.
15 minutes pass, and I guess you get yourself your familiar, right? Again.
Not me. No.
Oh,
It's only active for 1 hour.
sure. I'd like.
If I don't, if you don't allow me to have it all the time, of course.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I see.
I'm not cheaty system.
Well, anyway, yeah, 15 minutes pass after you were meditating to the same familiar tree that you did yesterday.
And then he stands up and walks over to the others in the blacksmiths.
So yeah,
I get into the cart.
okay.
Right. So who's gonna be driving?
Who's gonna be driving? Where's the steering wheel?
Do either of you have a license?
Eric's got a glint. Eric gets a glint in his eye. Puppy eyes.
Right. So I guess that you're driving.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then he sits behind the driver's seat, on the driver's seat. Takes the reins, of course, like, and he like pats the horses a bit.
Animal handling check, if you will. Aries.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he
The dice has not been nice to us today.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
checks with the other hand. Are you both ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Stardust, fuck me up. Let's go.
Rev the
go.
engine, boys.
14.
So,
That's not terrible.
it's terrible. I just want to imagine
about average.
Ares is like looking for ignition key for a second. He just. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He turns the tail of the horse.
Yeah. Well, with that, you, my good people, leave Taz, drive out into the, I guess, main road, and then head eastward to Cradle of Rocks. Oh boy! Journey time. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
So
I will just say what's Scree doing in the back, and it's probably gonna mildly disturbed Lank. You can see on this. You see Scree holding up two of its fingers, and they glow slightly as they start to draw patterns into the air, and you can hear in a deep voice. You hear them recite something. Seems like they're training their magic to do something.
Link is going to take this time to actually just inspect the map that they've gotten, to just, get a feel for, okay, I'm going to need to go here, here, and here, because so he's just going to find Avant, Corsu, and Zetiwil on the map.
Well, looking at it, you can spot that Avant is the closest, just south of Cradle Rocks, immediately to the Sunken Hills, but you don't see any road there. To the south, by the Celtic Lake, you see Corsu, and south even more, you see Zetiwil.
To the east of that is the Tree of Tat. Hey, Ares.
Yes.
This seems to work out perfectly, actually. After I finish my business in Zetiwil, we can just head to Tat immediately after that.
Ooh, wonderful. Do you have more friends to meet on the way?
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop by Avant and Corsu before Zetiwil.
Yeah. And as I said that, he tries to put his hand on his mouth, like, oops. Trying to stealthily make sure that Lank doesn't notice his sleep up.
So,
You still see Scree doing their little thing in the back.
well, the roads are muddy, but the roads are wide, about 80, 90 feet wide. Yeah, very good roads.
That's a wide ass road.
Yes. If anybody wants some trivia, roll me a history check.
Hell yeah.
Who wants some lore?
I would love the lore, but it won't be in character to notice this because they're doing something.
I've just been doing really well on random stuff. So yeah, I feel like Link just knows trivia and that's it.
Hey.
21.
Yeah. So
Oh, you
21.
called it.
21. So So the Doran Empire has been for present and basically the superpower of the world for about 2.5 millennia, so quite a long time. And in its peak golden age, a project by the name of the Emperor Road started, where, the roads were, of course, spread out for the entire empire, for the entire continent, that span of months of traversing from one to the other side, from coast to coast. The Emperor's roads were basically designated or designed to be these massive roads that are, in some points, several hundred feet wide, made of stone, and, connecting everything, so everybody could pass for these roads faster and be more efficient, with no troubles from the surrounding wildlife or banditry. Additionally, as a showcase of the Empire's might. Well, as theory goes against reality, some parts of the world, the Emperor roads are as wide as they were intended, while some are in worse conditions. And I guess in the Alarian forest, The paths are wide, but they're not made of stone. But nevertheless, a bigger, wider road is better than no road.
Yeah. And you said it was named the Roadstar Project.
The Emperor's Road, yeah.
Emperor's Road, okay.
Yes. The project of the Emperor's Road, yes. And yeah, basically connects the entire empire, technically. But not to the full extent as it was initially wanted. Oh god. Give me a second.
Yeah, I think that Link is just going to randomly bring that up as they're traveling. Just, oh yeah, by the way, do you know why these roads are this wide? Well, you see. And then just talk about that.
Roll me. Okay, so welcome to a mechanic that I do to every single campaign. When there's a long distance travel, one of the group who gets designated or who wants to roll the d10 to see what happens in parts of their journey. So, who wants to roll a d10 to see how badly this journey will go?
They had
3, go.
the least bad luck today.
And it's RNG
Do I have
based.
to roll?
Agree. 1d10.
A d10, basically a random encounter generator that is completely random, and I cannot tell you if up is bad or low is bad.
5!
Well, 5. So,
Also, Aries is super excited using the horse, traveling in the cart for the first time. For the first 30 minutes before he starts getting very bored and hands over the reins to someone else.
Okay, I think. Okay, so does Link need to roll animal handling?
well, yeah, sure, roll animal handling.
Oh no, because yeah, I feel like Link would just offer it up since Scree is busy with his magic, but Link is not good at this.
Oh,
well, he rolls just as
Yeah,
well as
you kind of just take the reins, like the horses are just out of, and the road is fast. Not a lot of people. You see every once in a while a group of 6 or 7, a cart passing by in the rain. Nobody's talking, nobody's interacting, and you just kind of got the reins, and you didn't really do anything. You just hold the reins, and nothing's happening as the horses just kind of wander on their own. A 5. For the first 3 hours of your journey from Toss to the Cradle Rock, nothing of interest happens. The rain is still pouring, the wind is slightly blowing, occasionally a passerby can be seen, nothing out of the ordinary at all. Who else wants to roll a d10?
Yeah, sure, I'll roll.
You do it.
Okay, now you go for it.
1d10. Don't forget the R.
Yeah.
6.
Hey, so
Death.
4 hours after you pass your after you left Pause, and it's somewhere past noon slightly. Good news, the rain stops, and the cloud seems to be traveling south, and from the north it seems to be bright blue skies as far as you can see. And for the next 2 hours, nothing of interest happens. It's been 6 hours as you've been traveling the cart. If you wish to do anything in the cart for those times, do tell. If not, roll me another d10.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Scree has already stopped doing the whole magic thing by then.
Ares do a few different things. He has pulled out his wooden knife at one point and has tried to start carving something. But he has no skill carving, so it's very bad.
Wait, carving.
Link, at this point, is actually just going to try to mentally talk to Scree, but since the 2 hours have passed, nothing will happen. He's just going to wonder, what the fuck, why does it work now? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so
Maybe he
roll,
just read. Maybe they just read my mind.
roll me a 10.
Yeah.
D10.
Not a D20, a D10. There we
Yes.
go. 9.
Nine.
Ooh, a 9.
Oh, 9.
9, 9, 9.
9, 9, 9.
So,
There's the joke.
yeah. So 7 hours have passed, and you can see the sun is slowly going to your backs westward, slowly but surely. Maybe in 2, 3 hours, dusk will approach. But in front of you, you see some trouble by a, not caravan, but a wagon. As you see, there is two men. One is a Goliath, one is a human, arguing by the roadside what to do with this caravan. As you see, the wheel basically broke and splintered in many pieces. Question for all of you: as you see, besides the two humanoids, two males, there's also a halfling lady in the back of the caravan, just kind of listening idly, kind of anointed. Would you interact with this wagon at all, or just leave it be? It's up.
So good. Stop the wagon.
Yeah, well, if that's what Ares says, then that's what the Link will do.
What Ares said.
Whoa. Yeah.
And Screech just sitting
Stop the
in the
wagon.
car,
Yeah.
arms fold over each other, and doesn't looks outside.
Oh there, folks.
The Goliath all of a sudden looks at you, kind of waves you. Hey, by any chance, do you have a spare wheel? Ours, which was a spare, has also been broken down by this dastardly mud.
Yeah, it's hard to travel in this type of terrain. Hey Ares, can you check?
Where?
You know, in the back of the cart.
Let's see if I found anything.
Looking around, you of course on the basic, like on the floor, you don't see anything. But looking below slightly, you see that there is a cart wheel strapped to basically under the floorboards and just kind of, I guess, tightened up by rope so it remains shut. You do have a spare wheel.
I found the wheel.
Great. Then Link is going to get off the from the driver's seat, and probably So you said it was under the cart, right?
Yeah, it's not like you need to like go under it. It's just more like
Oh.
you need to squat down, cut the wire, not the wire, but the rope, and just pull it out.
Then he is going to walk around the back of the cart so that Ares can hand him the wheel.
But yeah, so you hand over the wheel, and you see the human just kind of claps. The face of distress all of a sudden is a face of joy as he claps and says, "Oh, that was very timely. Oh, we really didn't want to walk through this weather. Well, it's cleared up a bit, but who knows? Maybe a rainstorm will happen any moment again." And yeah, it takes you like good 5 minutes to basically replace the broken down wheel that is basically shattered in like several pieces and no longer useful with your own. You no longer have a replacement wheel for yourself. And then you hear the halfling lady just say, "Pay them," just very coldly, sharply, as all of a sudden the human just kind of looks at the cart, at the wagon, and just kind of nods to himself, looks at you, Link, and grabs a pouch and starts like grabbing a few coins and hands you over 12 gold coins for your troubles.
He just
Glad I appreciate it.
Scree just looks at the halfling lady curiously.
The halfling. Okay, rolling perception check on the halfling lady.
Cool. Perception. That's. The dice
She
starting to warm up to me.
there, slowly but surely. Looking at the quality of the wagon and the people, you realize that the wagon is like a lot more decent quality. Like it looks like it's mainly used for maybe human transport. Well, for you, it's basically anything goes. It looks a bit more cleaner, a lot more high quality. The Goliath looks like he's basically a worker, while the human looks like more like a maybe designated driver. Well dressed, well not nobishly, but well dressed with simple clothes. The halfling looks also kind of just normally dressed, but she has Scream with the 12. She has this look. She has this gaze of almost like aristocrat, if you will. She doesn't possess anything valuable on her. She looks very plain by all means. She just looks better.
Curious. Very curious.
Is that what
I
Iris
look
is
at
gonna ask?
Lank. I'm gonna look at Lank and give him a little message.
Aris doesn't have the context to know what that means.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
So I'm just gonna tell this to Lank.
The lady acts mightier than her looks.
Yeah, he at this point he's gotten more or less used to it, so he doesn't even really look over to Scree. Headed for Cradle Rocks, are we?
A stop. The human just got us. Got this passenger. Just kind of need to take it there. Also get some supplies. Repair the cart because apparently the wheels are just busted. Well, we need another replacement as well. Yeah. As he kind of extends the human extends hand towards you, Lank, it kind of, I guess, goes for a handshake if you want to. And it says, Abathur Smith, at your service.
Aris like jumps out from behind Link like, oh, are you also going to Cradle Rocks?
He kind of looks
Going
at.
the same way.
Oh, that's very well. We're gonna
He
go. And...
takes the human's hand and just uses some Lank snowstorm.
Very, very nice, very nice. Yes. Well, we shall be on our way. Time is a wasting, and we got a contract to fulfill. So he kind of nods. Thank you once again for your help, and I'll see you perhaps someday, sometime in this world. As he kind of gets on the cart again, you and the Goliath also.
Aris will ask him as he cooks on. Do you not want to travel together? Going in the same direction anyway.
Well, we might be traveling together. Well, we're a bit in a rush. Additionally, our horses, no insult, please, but our horses are a bit more well maintained. They can travel a bit better, longer, and faster.
Yeah, we won't be holding you up. So, hey, if we do meet in Cradle Rocks, let's just share around.
Roll me persuasion check.
Okay. That wasn't even intended to be like, yeah, that's just him being polite.
While the human, looks a bit professional, kind of thinks over for a second, blinks for a bit. The Goliath immediately nods, says, I'll take you on it.
Safe travels then.
You kind of know, huh? And you get on the horse on basically the front and start to ride off. And yeah, you realize that they're quite a bit more faster than you. As you also proceed to go. One more D10 as I mean, it's been about 7 hours. How long are you gonna go? Because night is soon shall befell you. So-
Ares would rather start up camp early than late.
So 7 hours is good enough for you, or you want to continue more?
I mean, we set out at like 9 a.m., right? Something like that.
Yeah, so it's still 6 p.m.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find a good place to stay before for another hour or so. It's still summer, so it should be light outside for a while longer.
Mm-hmm. So, or who's gonna roll a d10?
Is it Leng's turn or my turn? Or
I
Scree's
rolled
turn?
just now.
Then it's Scree's turn.
Scree! Scree!
Seven.
Seven.
6.
Absolutely nothing happens for the next 3 hours, and over the western horizon, dusk is at full swing as the rays of light are basically befalling, and like the horses, they start to sound tired, exhausted even.
Yeah. At that point, we should stop.
Yeah. Plenty of places, even on the road or the side, as you realize that there's besides the road that is like at this point 80 feet wide, which is a lot. There's also, I guess, destroyed or basically deforested area, overgrown by grass for like 40 feet off the road, and of course the tree lines begin. So I guess you can decide if you want to go into the next to the tree lines in the grass or on the road.
Yeah, let's just do it. Should we? What do you guys think? Should we just do it on the side of the road by the grass, or should we go into the forest? Because I feel like,
more.
yeah, because it has been. He said it was fairly safe here. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about safety. That's like forests.
Fair enough. But it might take us some time to get in and out of the forest if that's the case. The cart, the horses.
Yeah, I've never ridden a cart before, so.
So
What do you think? Turn to Scree. What do you think?
He gives an old-fashioned shrug.
I love how we have like 3 people, the perfect amount of people to make a decision, and one person is always neutral.
Well, they don't care.
I know.
They
Then
don't
you
care
decide.
about the decision.
And he turns to Leng. Then you decide.
Well, side of the road it is.
So yeah, you park. It's nice. It's like a feet of grass, but most of the grass has already dried out because it's been just nothing but warm for past like 6 hours. Yeah, you set up camp. Are you gonna do any guard duty? Any of you?
Yeah. When we set up camp, before Scree and Leng like puts up the tent and stuff, but Ares stops and is like, wait a minute, I have something I want to show you. And then
Oh, yeah?
he almost like places his hands in a prayer-like position, and then he speaks Druidic, something on the lines of asking the Great Forest Spirits for help and guidance. And as he does that, out from the forest comes small, like different colored sparks of different, of blue, of yellow and green, who they walk up to, they fly over to the different camp equipment, and then the camp equipment starts to float around and unpack and unfurl, and over the course of 10 minutes, an entire camp has been created before
Well-
the sparks of light fly back into the forest.
Well, if that ain't handy, I don't know what is.
Scree seems not very impressed, like they've seen it before.
Like looks pleased. This is nice. They don't have to exert themselves.
Yeah, that was something my teacher taught me to do. And you also see that like the fireplace is has sufficient wood and stuff like that automatically brought out from the forest as well.
Yeah. So, quick question for the two of you, but you wouldn't happen to be able to see better in the dark, would you?
Nope.
Wait a minute, one moment, I need to double check.
Darkness is dark.
Damn.
Darkness is indeed dark.
I mean, a lot of races have dark vision. No, I don't have dark vision, or...
Yeah. Well,
Wait, is
if
this-
we're gonna have,
Wait, is this a party who doesn't have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Aw. God damn it.
You're like, finally,
Sorry.
finally, damn it, someone has dark vision. Like, every DM's worst problem. Oh, someone has dark vision. Oh, someone has dark vision. Oh, someone has dark vision.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, maybe it would be the best if you two took the first and last watch and I took the one in the middle.
Scree just nods.
Okay, so who's going first?
I can go first.
Okay, perception, Ares, with advantage.
Yes.
Also, is there anything you wish to do just besides resting?
Oh yeah. Link was gonna tell Ares what happened.
I was gonna tell him. But now it's like,
Oh.
They had the whole trip to do it, but someone didn't say anything, so...
I mean,
Yeah,
the thing is, Ares was focused on driving, and then Link was focused on driving.
Scree was being Scree.
Yeah.
He says scree. Then
So yeah, so I was like, before there's something I think you need to tell us, Link. What
He
happened?
looks confused for just a moment, and then just kind of grimaces for a moment. Right.
Is it truly a fierce monster?
No, I killed someone.
Well,
Listen, well, to be clear, I was sent there to clean up some trash. I'm part of a group of people that clean up messes that nobody else wants to clean up, and well, it's kind of embarrassing to say that, really. I like to clean, and I got to the place to clean, and things went wrong, and there was an explosion. By the end of it, he like pauses, and by the end of it, the house that you saw, Scree, was set aflame, and well, uh, yeah, I fucked up, is what I'm saying.
One out
And-
of character question I have for this.
Jesus, get. But
When it says this cleans, does it like insinuate, or does it actually means or tries to deceive by thinking it's
Oh,
clean?
he is trying to. Well, technically he isn't deceiving, because that is just another way of saying what he does.
he also said killed, so
Yeah, that's the part. He did say that he killed someone and that there was an explosion by accident. So, in other words, he's just dancing around that. But yeah, I could roll a deception check if you want to roll insight on this.
I will use passive insight. You can use deception because he doesn't. He doesn't.
Ooh, that's
Wait.
that's not that good. Let's see here.
He doesn't suspect you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, 21. Nice.
Damn. Who the fuck?
okay, I believe you.
Why would somebody go out and clean a forest?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
There's like this pang of guilt for lying to this poor young man. Yeah, I yeah.
And then Ares walks up to you, like takes your hands like in his, like, and then like, I know it might be a sad time for you, but you always have us and probably many more friends in this world.
Well, actually, you two are probably the first people I can call friends.
You can. Ski gives a quick glance at the two and just like, and then gives a nod.
I mean, we haven't known each other long, but I enjoy your company more than most other people that I've met. And
Yeah, Ares thinks himself, we need to make, like, I need to give Link more friends. We can Link find more friends.
Listen, I don't want to lie to you, which is why I told you.
Very strong of you.
Yeah, right. And he kind of averts his gaze a bit. Oh, he feels like shit.
Yeah, and I will use insight to just read your emotional state, not your intention.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
know you feel like shit.
Yeah, you definitely know that he feels guilt right now. That is like the most prominent emotion that he has right now. But yeah, no, it's not guilt for killing someone. It's guilt for lying to you straight to your face. That you don't know.
So, perception with disadvantage. Yes.
Is it disadvantage because it's dark?
Yes.
Can I use my wild shape to transform into a bat? And
Sure.
description from.
Wait, a
Branch.
bat? Oh my god! But sure.
You can't
No,
turn
not
into a
bat,
bat
okay.
though.
Yeah, cat.
Cat.
I'm
Cat
gonna
has dark vision. What animal has dark vision?
Oh my god! He
I'm
did
like,
it.
see.
a bat is blind, right?
Yeah,
but they
but
have
he
blind
has
sight.
yeah
A spider.
spider.
I think they have dark vision.
Let's see here. Animal 5e dark vision.
I should have looked it up.
Spiderman. Dark vision for 30 feet.
You know what?
Perception.
No,
Passive
no.
perception 12. No?
Just roll with disadvantage. I want to see you as you use yourself. Is that okay?
Oh, 20, 20. It is 2d20k1, right?
Mhm.
Or... Yes.
$15.
You could also just write ADV or
What?
DIS.
It is 20. No, okay, this is the last one. Yeah.
Yeah,
17. That's 15, yeah.
15. Let's
Wait,
go. Okay. It's absolutely deathly quiet, and you find absolutely nothing. That I guess catches your eye.
Oh yeah, do we see you, wild shape?
If you want to, he doesn't hide it. Spring.
Yeah. And you turned into a cat.
Sure.
The same cat as before?
Sure.
That's your secret betrayal.
Yeah, like just sees that, goes like, oh, that's weird.
He has
Wait.
forgot and transformed into the same cat.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, yeah, nothing happens in your 2 hours, and then I guess it's time for Link.
Yep.
Just
Just
a
a
normal
straight roll.
perception, yes.
2. Let's go.
You see absolutely fucking nothing.
You stupid.
No. Even like
No, I'm not.
even though like in the night from the road, there's nothing. There's just quiet. It's just comfy. Scree. I guess then it comes to you.
Okay, it comes to me. Disadvantage. So how do I roll disadvantage? Link? Right.
You just write the roll and then a space and DIS. As for disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Okay, it actually
No, it doesn't
Damn.
work.
8.
should
Must
be.
have typed it wrong.
You fucking have
8.
You see absolutely fucking no one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's
You
see.
wrote it wrong.
It is KL1.
KL1. Ah.
Give me a second. Oof. Anyway, so every one of you guarded through the night. You saw not a single fucking soul, just the air of the wind and critters and the birds of the surrounding area. Nothing sprung out of the woods. No one attacked you, mugged you, or even tried to make a conversation, as you didn't see anybody on the road. And with that,
One thing.
No made that conversation.
Oh wait, no, I didn't see anything. Never mind.
yeah. But basically, you all have a long rest. All of you are awakened, full of energy. It is the earliest of mornings, as the few bright lights in the east can be shown, and yeah, everything is fine. But with that, I think we're gonna call it.
Woohoo.
Just session 3 done. You're actually on the road.
On the road again.
On the run again. Wait, what?
Yes. What does he mean by this?
What does he mean?
Again, you say?
What does he mean?
Yeah, I'm a mass murderer.
You think
It all
this?
makes sense now.
Yeah, yeah. Wait until those horns curl backwards, and you realize it's the devil.
I was one who burned your orphanage.
You bastard!
It's always the orphanages with. It's always those orphanages with the rogues.
Yeah, of course. I have to stick to the what's it called? The script.
Check script. You orphanage dead parents go.
And then
No,
My
that's the
parents are
thing.
dead.
Though. I don't even know if my parents are dead or not. I don't know my
Literally,
parents.
the Thieves Guild go around and create orphanages just to get more thieves.
Oh no! Oh no! The big thieves guilds.
Yeah, conspiracy. Like
Yeah.
half of all orphanages are run by Thieves Guilds.
Anyway, anything you want to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna bring something up here.
Also, thank you everybody for
I have
watching.
a list.
Yeah. What is it?
Death is the ultimate destination, but we all make stops along the way there.
Wow, very, very, very cool.